Hello and welcome to Cap Plays Return to Grace. This is by Creative Bites Studios, who did Embers of Miram. I think they co-developed the Veil Shadow of the Crown as well, which is another game I plan on doing at some point on the channel. So yeah, from what I understand, this is like a kind of like what people call a walking sim, which I know isn't for everybody, but I also believe the story is really good. So yeah, I'm excited to play it. If it's not your thing, I understand, but I believe it's only about a 2 to 3 hour experience, depending on how fast you do the puzzles and stuff. So this either will probably maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 parts, depending how far we get. So we'll see. Very short series. So I like that little beep. It reminds me of Mass Effect. I love that sound. Just checking the settings real quick. All right. Feel the view is fine. Okay, I'll adjust the volume manually if I have to for the recording. Seems to be okay for now. Let's start the game. Oop.
Stick's not responding. Can you take control?
The storm is interfering with my senses.
Hold on.
Impact in 10, 9, oh, there it is. Addie? Addie, please respond.
Everything hurts.
You've been out for nearly an hour.
What's our status, Alan?
We've crashed.
Yeah, I got that.
My hull is intact. Thrusters 2 and 4 are damaged and will require realignment.
So will my back. Can you let me out?
Not before we talk about your suit.
Okay, talk.
I'm reading green on seals, green on batteries. Thermals are, well, not green, but fine, and you have 5.35 hours of oxygen, maybe 6 if we run the scrubbers hot. But Addie, we've had this discussion before. You won't have enough
Alan,
to...
it's fine. I have a plan.
I'm concerned that...
I have a plan.
Understood.
Now, open the hatch.
The canopy hydraulics are not responding. You'll have to pull the manual release.
Okay. That must be the manual release. Grab that. Oh, okay, let me see. Maybe it should be over here then. Pull!
Seriously. This stupid piece of junk.
I'm right here.
Should we just call their ship a stupid piece of junk? Escape ship. Alright, we're on track now.
Any sign of the Spire?
I'm not picking up anything new, just the original beacon signal. You'll need to use your wayfinder to locate an entry point, if there is one.
Alright. Let's figure out where you're at, Grace.
Okay, so that...
You know the beacon could be anything.
I'm assuming the dot? Yeah, the
A relay
dot.
station.
200 distinct oral histories can't be wrong, Alan. Grace is here.
Locate Spire. I feel like I can't decide which side.
Where would this have
Sorry.
come from?
There is record of ancient terraforming on other moons. I think it's safe to assume that Ganymede is not an exception.
Like, I want to be over here.
There's something man-made here.
Oh, examine.
It's like a weather station, or maybe a seismic station. It looks the era of that relay from the Dawes Sea Dig. It's at least 700 years old, Alan. There's
Whoop.
a little bridge here. There wouldn't be much sense of building this if we weren't within walking distance of the Spire.
By all estimates, the beacon is within 400 meters.
You're by a little bridge.
This
It
looks
really.
climbable.
So I don't know if there's any actually
Which way here?
action in this game. I don't know if it really matters. Let's go this way. Seems like the straighter path. Okay, good.
Oh no! Yep, there goes the back again.
I feel that so hardly.
Fell into a stupid fissure. Looking for a new way to reach the spire. Or at least someplace where it will be easier to find my body.
Clumsy. You just see a chiropractor stat. Man, that's quite the fall. My back instantly started spazzing out as soon as I saw her do that. Oh, do I have like a flashlight? Why? I'm playing this on Xbox, by the way. And so I mean, I'd probably play with a controller either way. Squeeze.
Looks a little tight.
It's shimmy. Games like to do that to load areas.
It's opened up again.
So I'm assuming we're going there. Oh, there's another one of those stations.
Another station. Too close together to be weather stations.
So seismic then. Icequakes would be the risk of building here. So it makes sense they would track activity. The surface temperature is dropping. We can't maintain your thermals much longer.
We're close. I can feel it.
I wish I shared your optimism.
Guess we gotta go through here though. Did I run? No. Ooh. There's something.
Oh my god.
Damn.
This has to be it.
What are you seeing, Addie?
I'm looking at what must be the Spire superstructure. There's a destroyed surface ladder. I'll need to find another way in. I can't imagine how something this big has gone undetected for this long.
A 500-year-old storm?
I don't know.
I mean,
Doesn't seem possible.
that'd be crazy.
I can see an exhaust port that might be low enough to jump to.
Alright, jump to. I was ready to hold
I'll let you know in one
the
sec.
right trigger and left trigger because I'm so used to Still Wakes the Deep.
I'm in. All right, Grace. Let's find out what you've been up to for the past 900 years.
Like no flashlight. Oh, wrong way. I guess. Oh. Wait. That was too dark. Okay, so what am I missing? Oh, okay. Duck under. Oop.
Hope my light still works.
No, I could use a flashlight. I hit that before. Didn't do anything.
You should see this spooky tunnel I'm in, Alan.
And why would I want
Shaft.
that?
Come on, you that excited?
You crash-landed me in a frozen hellscape and left me for salvage.
10 years of research,
This
not to mention
is-
6 months of
this
sleep
shuffle.
about to pay off.
But at what cost?
Don't ruin this for me.
I guess I'll just go back and forth. It really doesn't matter. Just a hit of a button for me. And cap
Looks like a bit
is
of a
magically on the other
labyrinth.
side.
But I'm still picking up the signal ahead.
I'm on the right side. I'm on the
Loud and
left
clear,
side.
buddy.
Sorry, they're talking. I talked over. I have a bad habit of doing that. This guy
Structure
doesn't
looks
know
in
how
decent
let.
condition.
Another good sign.
This guy doesn't know how Let's Plays work.
Blaze can't be powered. Must be airflow in the tunnels. I have to say, there's more atmosphere than I was expecting.
Not nearly enough to survive.
Everything about this place looks 30th century to me. It's the right era, the right size.
Don't say it, Addy. We've had our hopes dashed before.
It's not the size that counts. Let's go this way. Dude, ever since I've been sick, I've had like really bad. You ever get those like indigestion burps? Oh, they're awful. I just had one. They're like really bad. Alright, I'm gonna go through here. Duck under. And I'll wake up at night, like in the middle of the night sometimes. It depends. I guess it really depends on what I have during the day. I'll wake up, and it's always at night that it hits me. I'll have like really bad like acid reflux. Never happens during the day. It's always at night. Like fast asleep, you know, enjoying my whatever dreaming dream I'm having. Broken fan. Okay,
This
what's in
one's
there?
broken. I think
Yeah.
I can crawl through.
That's what I figured. I was one step ahead of you there, Addy. And yeah, it's awful. It's just like I'll wake up and it'll take me a good like half an hour, 45 minutes before I can fall back to sleep again.
Jeez. That's got to be over 15 meters.
And if gravity here is 1/6 of that on Earth, then a 15-meter fall here would be the equivalent of falling less than 3 meters at standard G, which you've mastered a couple of times already on the
Thanks,
surface.
Herman. Funny.
Ah, it's probably fine.
I could calculate outcome probabilities based on previous drop impacts if you've already jumped, haven't you?
I do like the quirkiness of this game so far.
Gosh, I hope this is the right way.
Me too. I ain't turning back now. Do more shaft shuffling.
This is slick.
Addy?
Oh no.
Whee! We blew it! Nice. You like it, clever?
Are you hurt, Addy?
I'm working on it. The structure is enormous. This has to be the Gray Spire, Alan.
And there it is. The perfect setup for disappointment.
I found the beacon.
We stopped that. Oh my god, that beeping finally stopped. That's been going on for the past, I don't know, 10 minutes or so.
The transmitter is on some sort of console.
It must be part of a control network for the megastructure.
You think we can make a connection here?
Probably.
Theoretically. If you run a scan, I can attempt to connect.
Scan.
The interface language is quite old and sophisticated, but we should be able to calibrate your computer to interact. You can use your gyroscope to sync with the terminal. I have the first calibration position. The meter will indicate when you are close.
Oh, that's neat. Nice.
First position is locked. Second calibration position is up. That's 2, and here's the final position.
And you're just moving the left. You're moving the left stick. Wow, this one's, there we go.
That's it. We're in.
It probably took way longer than it should have.
Accessing the network now. Oh,
Uh-oh. We're in trouble. That's what I was
Alan,
gonna say.
you there? Alan?
Hello,
Ha!
a visitor. Let's have a look.
Where's Alan? Who is this?
Who is this? Who are you? Entering a home without knowing its host.
Are you... Grace?
Good question. I'm not entirely Grace. I'm running on just a small part of her logic processing.
Grace is still here.
And what brings you here?
My name is Adamari Ito. I'm an explorer.
I must apologize, Adamari. It would appear I have lost much of my capacity. I cannot see very far beyond the room we are in.
I've lost connection with my ship's AI.
You won't need Alan here. I can show you around.
Will you be able to let me out of this room?
Of course. But until we are able to restore power to the station, I will require your assistance. There should be a manual winch set in the floor at the foot of one of the sliding doors.
Oh, handed? That was
This
easy to
must be
find.
it.
Working the winch will open the door.
Gotta ratchet the floor panel.
Do you know where Grace has been all this time?
Grace went somewhere?
Oh, nice.
She's been gone for hundreds of years.
I am running on a very old server. My memories predate the completion of the Grace Spire.
Grace ushered in humanity's golden age. Peace across the system, booming interplanetary trade, scientific marvels, colonies beyond the orbit of Neptune. And then she was gone, and it all fell apart.
I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Well, you're a lot more than an archaeologist usually gets.
We're almost there. There we are.
The first step to restoring Grace is to bring the Spire's power station back online.
Let's do it.
I'll light the way.
Nice, thank you. Security
What do
panel.
I do here?
This is a security panel. I am decrypting the pattern now. Ah, yes. Simple enough. You'll need to light up 9 buttons, forming a square at the center of the panel.
Okay. The 9 buttons in the center.
That is what I said.
If you're not Grace, then what do I call you?
I don't believe there are any identification
So
strings
do
in my instruction that would
I-
suffice.
I'll call you Logic then. For now.
So do I so I gotta
idea
undo
who
these
you are.
ones then.
And, you can call me Addie.
I will refer to you as Addie, then, until we have a better idea of who you are.
Yeah. That was easy.
So what exactly are you?
The station's emergency server had defaulted to Grace's original logic processing. That's me, as you've suggested. The server can also run a program dedicated to the control of infrastructure, and a third system dedicated solely to empathizing with and understanding humans. When power is restored, Grace's primary servers should come online, and we will become some small part of Grace's consciousness. Go ahead and activate the elevator.
Oh, that's not creepy at all.
This looks like metallic rock.
The power station is set into the Spire's foundation stone.
The foundation stone would have been an asteroid, right?
Most certainly. About 50 cubic kilometers, from what I can recall.
Amazing. Most accounts of Grace's origins talk about an asteroid being pulled from the heavens. It makes sense. There wouldn't be any construction resources on Ganymede and nothing to anchor the structure. I can't imagine the effort it would have taken to redirect an asteroid that big. We don't do anything like that today. Can you open this?
With some difficulty, I will need to direct power from logic to control processing. And I will not function at the same cognitive level until full power is restored.
What do you mean, at the same level?
Good luck, Addie.
So she gets some of her power, in other words. So she's not as powerful right now.
You still there?
Oh
Where
my.
would I have gone?
You sound a little different.
Just stronger. The voice of control resonates through the very walls of the structure. I shall start the turbine after you prime the generators that open the spillway.
And this
Through
turbine
what
still
now?
works?
It worked before, and it will work again. You shall find the generators on the platform at the other side of the room.
Alrighty.
Alright. So how do we get over there? Over here?
You must prime the generators first.
Oh, sorry.
Makes sense.
I don't see what those are. Sorry. Sorry.
These look like holding tanks. How exactly do these turbines work?
Go to the 3 generators overlooking the turbine.
Man, he's not answering. He's not taking any of my shit right now. Go do it.
Why do you need me to start these?
Tradition. A time-honored failsafe of including human hands in the operation of this station.
Does it matter which way I do it, or just this pull? I'm not gonna move.
So, do you share memories with the logic processor?
Indeed. We are all part of Grace. Aspects of her infinite power. Shadows of what was, and promises of what will be. I was the light that shone in the darkness.
Benevolent being.
I was the hand that divided the firmament.
I already see where they're going with this story, I believe. Don't know if I agree.
The turbine has failed us.
That's not good.
I must call upon you to cast out
I'll
the
leave
wicked
you
instrument.
The what?
For the
The
leave
broken
judgment on that.
You must go to it now.
Alright.
Alright, let's go. I'm still getting over being sick, by the way, as of this recording. A little better than I was the last recording I did, which was still Exceeding Part 3 at this point. But so I still have like the sniffles really bad, so in my, of course I got the squeaky chair, so if you hear any weird noises, it's probably me sniffling or the chair, or both.
Calm down.
First floor, laundry.
I'm safe to be down here, right?
Probably
You
not.
shall not be harmed. You must uncouple the safety latches.
That sounds unsafe.
It is not.
A couple of the safety latches. Pull. All of them trunk.
You must now go to the magnetic crane.
That thing? That's what I thought. Okay. I think that's what
You're
he's talking.
sure I'll be able to fix this?
If you trust in my word, yes.
Up here. Can I run? I don't need the light on, I guess. That's kind of just like making everything oversaturated in.
You must first cast out the old turbine.
So that would be this one. I cast out the old. Oh, I gotta go. Okay, the light was a little. I gotta hold it.
Now cast
I played the
aside
crane game
wretched
before.
Unit.
But now you know why I never want anything. So I'll just put that in here. Whoop. Oh, careful. Fair enough.
Now you shall place the new turbine.
Thank you for telling me what to do. Couldn't have done it without you. Okay, thought I just had to hit it. It's gonna hold it.
Everett?
Hello?
Everett, is that you?
Grace?
Everett.
Behold my power.
What's happened?
I am reborn. Humanity will once again flourish in the brightness of my glory.
This
Oh
isn't right.
no.
Our processing has not combined. Grace has not been restored.
I think she was here for a moment. She was calling to someone. Do you know who Everett is?
Hmm.
With power restored, my mind is clearer, sharper. but I could not tell you who Everett is.
You must leave this place at once. Return to your vessel, and spread word of my return. From Sol's fiery core to the icy Kuiper expanse, all must know.
I've hijacked the volume control. I don't feel like this is going to be a short commandment. We'll see how long before he notices.
It took me nearly a year to get here. I want to know if Grace can be brought back.
There is more complex to explore if you head back to the control room through which you entered.
Yeah, but I want
We
to
should determine where in the megastructure my central processors are
know
located.
what these are.
Perhaps along the way you may learn more about this Everett.
I forbid you to linger
Damn
a
it.
moment longer.
I want
And
to.
he's back.
Like a divine comet, dive from the outer reaches and spread light and
Wanna know what these
understanding
crates
to the
are?
inner
Please.
worlds.
I'm not leaving.
And you were showing such promise.
Now shut up and let me know what these crates are. Thank you.
Do you know what these are?
I have no record. They are likely parts to support the workings of this station.
Fine. Okay, now I'm satisfied. I can leave. That's all I wanted to know. Sorry.
So, are there any accounts as to why Grace was shut down in the first place?
There's no electronic record at all. That would have been lost during the Great Dark
Come on
Age.
back up.
Dark Age?
Much of humanity's record keeping would have been managed by Grace. So, when she went down 900 years ago, so did the ability to record what happened. The research that led me here was based on oral
Crazy.
histories mostly, and some artifacts we uncovered on Earth and Mars. Relay devices that were once connected to Grace's network.
Then we share an interest in shedding light on this dark
So you're
age.
assuming Earth and Mars will be around in over 1,000 years from now? That's not gonna happen. That's just my theory. But I digress. We're not
From
here
what I can
to
tell,
debate that kind of
there is
stuff.
some sort of transit system on the other side of the control room, which should lead you to the other parts of the
Thought
spire.
that was a person for a minute. I was like, oh. This game looks really pretty. This is where, oh yeah, this is the
I will
center.
illuminate the door leading to this transit system.
Okay, well, yeah, I was gonna say, it's probably right across from where we were. Hey, another one of those puzzles. Pretty panel.
Alas, I require your nimble fingers again.
Alright, what's the pattern?
Another easy one. The Phoenician letter Tor.
Who would know that?
I don't know. Perhaps an archaeologist? How about the Greek letter Chi?
I don't know any of those. Is that two? Do I gotta look it up?
The Roman numeral 10?
Okay, okay.
That one I know. Everybody, people in the comments will be like, how does he not know car?
Got it.
This is not the way to your ship.
Do you believe Grace could have done something to cause humans to turn on her?
Like what?
Like becoming too overbearing?
Probably.
Humans
Well, I
would have
mean,
been given
humans
no
are assholes
reason
anyway.
to question my bearing.
It's one of my theories, yes?
You're just ignoring control. Shut up, control. Ooh,
This must
pretty
be the main
chandelier.
entrance. I'm guessing the landing pad is on the other side of the big doors.
Probably.
That's correct, Addy. Though the pad appears to be buried under meters of ice.
Ouch.
This looks Olympian or Neo-Egyptian. The triangle must represent the spire. Beautiful, don't you think?
Does it matter if it's beautiful?
That's
Yes.
another way to see it, sure.
Yes, it does matter. Don't be a bitch. What are these?
What are these for?
They appear to be terminals for processing visitors to the spire. But they no longer store any useful information.
Okay, fair enough.
Cool
Jupiter.
statue. Or maybe it's a mobile. Do the little moons move?
Perhaps at one point in time, though I'm not sure of the relevance of that.
Just curious.
Just asking questions, jeez. Sorry.
Is this an airlock?
Yes, the spire beyond this point can be pressurized.
Oh, nice.
I assume your suit has limited oxygen?
I have about 5 hours left.
That's quite a risk you're taking. Were you assuming station life support could be restored?
Well, can it?
I believe so. But for reasons I'll never
That's good.
understand, life support is controlled by empathy processing. I suppose they had to give it something to do. I will
Empathy.
enable that programming now.
Hello, Addie.
Hello.
So this is all different personality.
So you're going to get
Okay.
oxygen going?
The process has already begun, my friend. No rush. If you let me accompany you along the path ahead, I can balance the environment to your life force as we walk.
Oh, here we go.
That voice sounds so familiar, though.
Wow. How are these plants still intact?
Wow, yeah, Rose,
They
indeed.
must have been subject to a very sudden drop in temperature while still alive.
What is this place?
They're-
Remaining connected to one's natural world is important for a person's well-being.
Nice.
A fitting starting point for those entering the structure, don't you think?
Yeah.
Do you recognize any of the objects in this section of the garden?
Kind
I'd
of.
love to know what you think of them. For the calibration process.
I mean, okay, where do I start? I'll just start down here and go. My turn.
Is this a lantern?
An expression of our certainty in the flow of time.
How so?
A craftsman spent months carving this remarkable device based on the absolute certainty that after day, night would follow.
All right, I follow. Am I doing this right?
You are doing splendidly.
I'm sorry. This cannot possibly be necessary.
Temperature preferences can vary considerably between individuals. Careful calibration is essential.
How about above freezing and we proceed?
It's really up to Addie. If you don't wish to consider more objects, I can set the temperature within a survivable range, and you can move on to the flower bed next to the stairs.
I'd rather keep going.
I have no idea what this is. A weapon or a tool of some kind?
Anvil.
It's a device for working metal. Why do you suppose it's in this garden, Addie?
It could be a symbol of hard work.
An industrious future? Or a laborious past, perhaps?
What's the point of this, Addie?
I'm an explorer. I'm here to learn.
Exactly. Shut up. That's a plinth.
This must be Terra Classical, or made in the style.
The ancient Greeks boarded their ships and set out to explore the world, discover its gods, and conquer its monsters. You are an explorer, Addie. But are you here to meet a god or to slay some beast, I wonder? You're not a planner, are you?
I've been told that.
Did you think that this video would be so educational?
This statue could be outer colonial. It's simple, but
The gray
quite
fox.
beautiful, I guess.
And why would its beauty matter?
People like pretty things.
Ah, a human truth spanning thousands of years. What would you say these objects have in common?
They're artifacts from long before the building of the station.
The things we leave behind say something about us, don't they?
What a society leaves behind is all we have in understanding how they lived.
But we're
Yes,
interested
I mean,
in what
true.
you were willing to leave behind in order to come here.
Haven't left a whole lot, to be honest.
I believe that's all I will need to set the perfect temperature.
Finally.
You
Yeah,
can
but
move
I-
on to the flower bed next to the stairs.
I still want to know about this.
This looks like Pacific Revival. Part of an archway, maybe. That's a pretty big piece to ship all this way.
So it must be important. Even though it's no longer holding up a roof.
I guess its purpose has changed.
As can happen with people, too. Do you see them, Addie? Life in perfect stillness? The flowers defying the hoarfrost. As you have defied the emptiness of space to arrive here.
I guess.
Which one are you?
Pardon me?
Which one of these blooms best embodies your spirit?
Seriously?
It's important I know these things in the balancing of illuminatory
Oh.
economics.
Fancy words do not make this any less idiotic.
Go ahead, Addie. There are no wrong choices.
Yellow. Purple. Ooh, I like this because it's like there's not as many of them. And I don't know why that matters to me.
By all means, take your
I
time.
like this one.
A wonderful choice. You're driven by curiosity. A search for something truly special has brought you to the Spire. I'm making the lighting adjustments now. Ah, perfect timing. The room is fully compressed, and we can go about setting oxygen levels.
Call me old-fashioned, but how about the traditional 21%?
Go ahead and seat yourself at the center of the pergola.
Ooh.
Very good. Now, when you're ready, you can remove your helmet.
My helmet?
Of course. You can't sample the air I've prepared with it on.
And you're sure it's safe?
Your well-being is the most important thing, Addie. I'm certain.
I mean, you can just put it right back on, can't you?
Okay.
Now I want you to take a deep breath.
Ooh, her breath or sound got louder. That's cool. Everything got louder. Ooh. Oh wait. Hold it, take a deep breath.
A nice, deep breath. Hold it there. 3, 2, 1, and release. Beautiful. And when you're ready, another deep breath in. Deep as you can, Addie. Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and release. Very good, Addie. Feel all that built-up stress from your long journey here release into the ether.
Oh, please.
Shut out any negative energy and take in another life-nurturing breath. Fill those marvelous lungs. Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and release. Wonderful.
Even the station has a limited supply of oxygen.
I want to take a nap now.
Next, I want you to really open your body by reaching up toward the sky.
Stretch, tap A. You hear me tapping, Grandma?
Wonderful. How's that feel, Addie?
Kinda nice?
And we're almost done the calibration. For our last exercise,
What yoga
I want
is?
you to stand up.
Okay.
Now,
Rather have a
once you're
yogurt.
centered, you can hold your hands in a relaxed position in front of you. Now transfer your weight onto one foot.
Oh.
I want you to hold that for 10 seconds.
Okay.
What could this possibly have to do with oxygen levels?
It's about balancing.
Literal balancing? Unbelievable.
Almost there.
It starts to move on its own.
2,
Ooh.
1. And that's 10 seconds.
Ooh.
Excellent.
That was
Addie.
tricky.
You've done great work here today. I've made note of these settings for the other parts of the station.
So we can move to the transit system now?
The door out is just up the stairs past the flowers.
All right. Right here, right? And I probably should not be recording this at 12 o'clock at night because now I just want to take a nap.
I'll do my best to get the oxygen mix just right in the rest of the station. Just let me know if anything is not quite working for you.
You don't suspect Grace was shut down in a human conflict?
Maybe. Or you were abandoned over time.
Abandoned?
We've walked away from a lot of great things.
It's true. Oh,
Very cool.
if
These
I
tracks
agree.
move transport pods to other levels of this complex.
Let's see if we can get this thing working.
It trades over. It's all frozen over though. What's over? Yeah, what's over here?
You wouldn't build a system like this if you didn't need to move a lot of people, which bodes well for finding something cool at the other end.
Hmm.
This must be the transit control room. Looks like people worked here. These look like crystal core processors. Amazing.
Do you still use this technology?
They'd be too expensive to build today. No power?
There is no current running to this console.
Well,
Control will be
shit.
required to reroute power.
And you defied my wishes to tell the solar system of my return.
I'm just looking for answers, boss.
I am the only answer.
You are a pompous asshole.
Fine. Where's the electrical access for the room?
To the left of the rear door. But as I said, you will need control to reroute power to the console.
This
We
era
ain't
of electronics
cooperating.
is dead simple. Won't hurt to take a look. This looks like a welder's jetpack. It's been disassembled
Jetpack?
for some reason.
Oh shit. Can we use the jetpack? I want to use the jetpack. That'd be fun.
This one looks to be in working order.
Okay.
This should show the power status of the room's various systems.
Electrical panel.
Well, nothing in the room is on standby.
As I'd said,
I'm gonna have to look at the breakers. My dad worked on older machines for a living. They're not predictable things. They have quirks.
I sense that there is joy in this work for Addie.
well, I can tell you there is no joy running to any of those breakers.
Sometimes a good whack will knock something into place.
It's worth a try.
We
Well, there's
fonz
your
that.
problem right there. Someone's removed the entire power relay.
As I told you,
So why can't Control help us? Isn't he programmed to serve humans?
He's more accustomed to tasks like maintaining power grids across entire planets, while I'm very much attuned to the needs of individuals.
What about you, Logic?
I apparently offer wisdom to the wind,
You activated Control and Empathy.
for all the good that did us.
Is there another
Wow, that's-
configuration we can call on?
Grace's core processors contain only these 3 systems.
Can you combine the systems? Take the edge off Control with a little empathy?
I suppose it's possible, but there's no telling what the outcome of something like that would be.
Could it be any worse than Control?
It can always be worse.
It sounds like a wonderful idea, Addie.
You're right. What do I know? Don't blame me if he turns out to be a murderer.
Addie?
Yep, it's me.
Great. What are we doing again?
New
We're powering
configuration.
up pods.
So, you want to hotwire this thing?
Yes, please.
All right. Rerouting is good to go. You can meet me at the breaker panel. Go ahead and flip the switches.
You got it, pal.
And I'm Pal?
Sure. We'll call you pal.
Breakers look good. Now you can push the buttons that turn on the different systems. Power's up. I'll let you do the honors.
Oh, can I hit the this now?
Here we go.
Oh, that's not good. I'm so sorry, Addie. I thought I would have enough power to do this for you. It seems so important for you to ride in a pod.
I think the track is just jammed with ice.
Ice? You'd think I would be able to handle a
Oh,
little
it's
ice.
all right, pal.
It's okay. Is there some kind of de-icing system or something?
I don't know.
There is not.
All right, let's look for something to deal with the ice.
Jetpack, perhaps?
This could be promising.
Would it be heavy enough to smash the ice?
Maybe. I'm more
I
interested in what
wasn't.
that welding gun might do to the ice.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know.
All right, pal.
Yay!
Let's try this one on
We
for
get.
size.
Come on, tell us.
So,
we can...
what's it gonna do exactly?
Oh, I think you're gonna like it. This is a welder. See if it still works.
Use the right trigger. Oh,
Look at that. A little blue light.
That's not gonna cut it. Are you able to control this?
For you, I could definitely try.
Can you open the fuel throttle to the torch?
Okay.
totally did not just yawn. Oh,
I like that. What is it?
That's called an icebreaker, pal.
it's called a
Any idea what the
flamethrower.
flight controls are?
Someone remove them.
Okay.
I can take control if you like.
You know how to fly this?
Looks pretty easy. Stuff shoots out the back and you get thrown up in the air.
Well, thrust.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, it's working. We can fly.
Easy.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
All right. If you can move me to the pod, we can have a look at the ice. And, pal, it's super important that you don't cut the engines or move too fast. I don't want to get hurt.
I know. It's great, isn't it?
Yep. As long as you don't kill me.
I shoot that now?
Alright. This should be close enough.
It's so bright and warm.
Just hold me steady.
This is really hard.
Oh.
Ugh, it's these stupid flames are throwing me around. Ugh.
You may want to ease up, Addie. Don't push him too hard.
Alright, so. Well, I got that one.
I think that's good. Let's have a look at the rest
Okay,
of the
so I
track.
can't do it
Got it.
too long.
As
Gotcha.
long as you're not using the fire shooter, flying is pretty easy.
Just keep it up. Literally. There's more ice here on the right. Whoa, hold it steady.
Sorry.
Slow going.
Let's keep going.
On it.
I kind of wish I could fly, but I get it.
And this last bit here. Now you've got the hang of it.
This is so cool. It's like the best day of my life.
Well, I'm afraid we're almost done.
It's like technically the first day of your life, isn't it? We just created you. Sit down.
Think that's it? Do you think you can get me back?
Please.
Yeah, I know. You got stuff to do.
He's so bummed. Just a little kid. I mean, I would have loved to do that forever too, so I get it.
That's fun, pal. We make a good team, right?
Yeah, I like the part where we burn the ice while flying.
Me
Me
too.
too. Okay, I'm gonna bring down the pod.
Jinx, you owe me a soda. Get transit working.
So, where are we heading again?
I will be able to obtain structure schematics once we reach the next level.
You think we'll see any dead bodies?
Hope so.
Hope so.
Do you know if the pod system has stops along the way?
It does not. We are arriving at the track terminus now.
Alright, I think I had to go pee. Oh. Oh. Interesting.
This looks like a settlement. Can't believe how well preserved it is.
You think people could be alive in there?
You should really consider thinking before you speak. And then consider not speaking.
Logic.
Wow.
As long as life support is functional, it's not entirely impossible that someone's taken up here.
Or they could be zombies.
Well, that settles it. I'll
Zombie.
disable Pal now.
Don't you dare. I might need him.
Well, I like Pal. Shut up. Got him obnoxious, but
Ooh, more buttons.
You really are unburdened by intellect, aren't you?
What's the pattern here?
It's the Latin zes.
Huh?
And I thought you were getting the hang of these. Very well. You might call it a backwards Z or Z. And you'll need to make it the full width and height of the panel.
the backwards Z, okay.
Just having Pal running in the background is making us all a little stupider. If we did switch Pal off, I could always switch him back if we need to burn something.
There.
I kind of do that one, not gonna lie.
I've been thinking about why anyone would want Grace to be shut down. And I wonder if there could have been a flaw in her base programming.
Like
I
what?
mean,
Control and empathy programming divert valuable processing power away from cognitive ability.
Which way am I going?
The big colorful doors.
Oh, did I cut? Sometimes I wonder, I feel like, am I cutting her off?
As I was saying, empathy interferes with practical decision-making. Control is a 4-year-old.
You are a 4-year-old.
Please stop.
Whoa. You're a doll.
The key to restoring Grace may be about understanding her potential flaws.
Are you going to tell me the pattern?
You think we're flaws?
Having a few flaws is perfectly all right.
Logic sounds jealous to me.
Jealous? Of what? You can't even open doors without me.
Where are you going with this?
We'll talk again once you can tell me whoever it is. Figure that out, and I'll grant you access to the main elevator.
Grant me
Wow.
access?
Who's
Logic.
power hungry?
Seriously?
She has no way to do things without your help. It must be frustrating for her.
Could we create another hybrid? Logic and empathy?
Yeah. Like how you made me. I could give it a try.
Stop, stop, stop. You'll burn the place down. I will run a logic and empathy configuration as long as you promise never to allow Pal here to do any reconfiguring of our processing.
Deal.
I don't think that smart lady likes me very much.
Hello, Addie. Where do you want to start?
Can we start with the security door to the settlement elevator?
They are encrypted. It would take me days to work out the pattern.
Is there any other way into the settlement?
There is a room off to the side that does not have an encrypted entry. Perhaps we'll find something helpful there.
What's this though?
It says Keeper Rosaline.
Huh.
She looks like a keeper.
She's pretty.
What do you suppose a keeper is?
It must have been a revered title if a statue was made for her.
Huh. Spire caretaker, maybe.
So, said room off to the side. Ah, okay. This just has a smaller keypad.
So you can open these ones?
They have simple passcodes. I can retrieve and play back for you.
Oh, Simon
You will
says.
need to enter the sequence manually.
I figured. Oh, so these are like, what are these? Like, different.
This looks like another control room.
I know.
These are databanks?
Yes, they contain flight records to and from the Spire.
Interesting.
Anything interesting about the records?
The bookings seem to be coming from internal servers, meaning the trip planning and coordination is all done here.
Where are people traveling from?
Everywhere. Destinations seem very evenly distributed throughout the solar system.
I see.
Do you know what this is?
It appears to be some sort of interface from which humans can track activity within the Spire. Elements of the interface are missing. I'm not sure I can access it.
That's
I think my
convenient.
comm device can be calibrated to connect.
Of course, yes. Let's give that a try. There are records here of people who have occupied the rooms over the years.
Oh, it's this thing again. Okay.
You got it.
Do we know the Spire's capacity?
50 units. There it is. There are millions of names here.
Millions.
Well done.
I'm
A
getting
million
pretty.
people
Ooh.
cycled through here. No one could have lived here that long.
A few weeks at most, by my estimates.
Nailed it.
Okay, I found record of an Everett who stayed on the 3rd floor. Unlike other visitors, there is no record of him leaving the Spire.
So, Everett was a worker, or a colonist who lived here.
Mm.
Is that enough for you, Logic?
Hardly. It does nothing to explain why Grace would be calling to him.
So I'll need to find a way up to the 3rd floor.
Perhaps we can find one on the Spire map across from the console.
More missing equipment.
This looks carefully removed.
Like somebody did it on purpose.
Looks like the image from the Spire entrance. All right. What
They
are we
all have
looking for?
this like circle
Brain's
or
processors are located at the top of the
circular.
structure, as
Sorry.
might be expected. There is also a massive radio beacon.
The beacon is the key, Addy. You must go now to activate
Whoa,
the beacon
every time he
to
talks,
call
the thing
masses
like
back
shit lights
to the
up.
Spire.
Just a few minutes ago, you wanted me to leave on my ship.
The beacon is the answer. It has always been the answer.
Okay. Can you get me to the beacon then? Control?
Nah.
Control would not be able to override security.
Then we need
That's
to
a
learn more
no.
about Everett.
Here's the room where Everett once stayed.
Ooh, maybe we can see it from the balcony.
Possibly, but I don't see a viable route to get there.
Reach level 3. The balcony be out here?
I can see apartments.
Those are on level 2.
Well, if we can get to that balcony, maybe we can find a way to level 3. I can climb this.
I suppose.
I don't see many other options.
Yeah, but like she said that I could get access to this door, right? If I figured out more about Everett? I'm confused. I'm gonna try that first. Nope. Alright, so I guess we have to. Fair enough. I must have misunderstood. Okay, wish I could move a little fast. It's like there is no run. I'm literally moving as fast as the game lets you. Vision's a snake. It wasn't that long. Souls meme does not apply. Let's oh. This is where I got
Pretty much a straight shot across. Looks sturdy enough.
Even in low G, a fall could result in an injury.
I've already fallen a few times from this height.
Careful, Addie. If you broke a leg, how would you get back to your ship?
You sound like my mom.
Alright.
Whoa.
Addie! Addie!
And I stood no chance.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, but you can't be yelling things while I'm trying to cross.
Okay, so that was supposed to
you're
happen.
going to try again after that? You nearly
Yeah.
broke your neck, Addie.
Yep, you're totally my mom.
Falling's kind of fun. It's like really short flying.
With an abrupt end. Abrupt, painful end. Sorry, I need to clear my throat. Let me clear my throat. What if I can't do that one. I have to do this one.
Please, be careful.
Well, don't yell this
This
time.
is so cool.
Quiet, please.
Just concentrate on your breathing.
Yikes.
This is so exciting.
Breathe, Addie. Very good. Now keep walking forward.
I can't watch.
I knew you could
Made
do
it.
You should really try running across next time.
I'm hoping there won't be a next time.
It'd be faster too.
I mean, when I was younger, I would do that shit all the time. Not gonna lie. I'd run across beams. That's when I had good
Looks pretty empty.
balance.
Maybe the rooms were for short work contracts.
Doing
Ooh,
work
nice
contracts?
bed.
Or were people just visiting?
That'd be
instead?
confusing. Be like, where's the edge of the bed? I guess with a bed that big and round, it wouldn't matter, huh?
This looks like a shrine.
To honor Grace.
That looks like her symbol.
Yep. Funny how like all this looks like it's from like 70s style.
Some weird little lavatory.
They've changed much over the years.
Not really. I've seen weirder. I've seen ones where people sat on ceramic bowls of water.
If they pooped in the water, what did they drink?
They're talking about toilets. Let's do everything right here. Why not?
Well, check out the rooms, I guess. Look for a way to the next level?
So it's the other side of the door.
You still don't know whoever it is, do you?
Sorry. We'll find out whoever it is. Just take it one room at a time, I
I'll
guess.
light up the pattern for you.
Nailed it.
Another empty bedroom. People sat or knelt here.
This was a place for meditation.
Oh, yeah, this is the worship. Oh.
Where did these go to?
This entire settlement is connected to a vacuum tube system. From what I can tell, they are headed in one direction, the top of the spire.
Is that how like they communicate and send requests to Grace, the benevolent
I don't see
being?
a way up.
My goodness. Like I said, very pretty game. I wish I could move a little faster. Alright, here we go.
Here's the code.
All the rooms are pretty much set up
Not
the
much
same.
here either.
What's this?
Travel packs.
So visitors brought in their own food.
They really didn't stay for long then. It's like they were on pilgrimages.
The bed's gone. The mattress is gone. What the hell?
Someone's made off with the mattress?
As a souvenir, maybe.
You've never stayed in a Motel 6, have you? Mattresses are leaving or disappearing there all the damn time.
Here we go.
Oh, up there, what's over here? Oh, nothing. Okay. Up we go then. Had to click on it a couple times, that was weird. Yep.
We still have one level to go.
Hey,
Really?
there's another beam here. I think it's a shortcut.
It is more direct, but I wouldn't advise it. You're better off finding a way through the apartments. Besides, I know how much you like to explore.
That is true. Okay, so like this, I'm assuming this probably bypasses everything, so for the sake of, for the completionist's sake, okay. I'm assuming I can't go through this door.
Aren't you getting a little ahead of yourself?
This must lead to an elevator.
It does, but it's another encrypted lock.
Alright, fine. Let's go.
I guess if you don't want to do the beam stuff, that's okay.
Here's the code.
I barely remembered that. It's so embarrassing when I finally get that wrong, because it will happen. Oh yes, it will happen. Oh, another
I
open
don't see any
bathroom.
signs of unrest or violence.
And they left little behind.
All the rooms have these tubes.
Seems that way, yeah. Now I have a place to kneel. This bed's intact at least. Okay,
Well, nothing to climb here.
Well, I don't think we need to climb anymore anyway, but... Oh, wait, what's this? Have I missed any of these?
What are these?
From what I can tell, they're audio recordings.
Of what, I
I'm
wonder?
gonna go back and look.
We would require a playback device to learn more. There may be a way to access the recording through your wrist communicator with the aid of a signal amplifier. But that would only be possible by adding an element of control to my logic processing capabilities.
So you need to create a control and logic configuration.
Like a little brother?
Well, it's the only combination left. May as well, Mom.
All right. Here we go.
Oh yeah, I called her Mom. I just realized that.
Hello?
Maybe he's sleeping.
So you require a tool upgrade.
It's a boy.
We were hoping you could set up my comm device to help play back recordings.
Already done. Just hold your device up to the canister. You will be able to access the recording the same way you've been connecting to other systems.
Oh,
Okay.
this is my favorite minigame.
Hey, Grace. So I'm pretty sure I was the youngest person on the flight here, and the only Darksider, which was a bit of a surprise. My friends are still sending me halos on what to wish for, mostly stupid suggestions. And my parents made me promise to not waste it on something boyfriend-related, which I agree would also be stupid. So, here it goes. I wish for the lunar terraform to be finished. We're lucky enough to be in the dome, but thousands of kids are still stuck in the tunnels, and their families don't have enough money to take Earth trips. So they've never really been in a space wider than 3 meters without a pea suit, which really sucks.
She said pea
whatever you
suit.
can do to make that happen would be great. Thanks, Grace.
Oh.
I'd hate to tell her, but the terraform never happened. People came here to make wishes?
For Grace to grant?
I'm unclear how she would go about granting the wishes of so many visitors.
So, what should we call the new config?
I do not require a name.
Might make it easier if you had one.
I will let you know if a suitable name occurs to me.
So
I'll
like,
try to think of some too.
so like, if we did the beam thing, we would have never met the new config. I don't know if I can go back to check the other apartments. Don't know if it'll let me. I'm hoping that might have been the first canister. Yeah. Yeah, see. Kind of grayed out. Damn. Oh, if you, anybody knows who may have played this, let me know in the comments. I mean, it really won't matter at this point, but... Yeah,
Here you go.
this one has, like, wood shards all over it. Oh, shit.
Someone tore this apart.
And took to pieces somewhere.
You're right.
Damn.
That's certainly interesting.
I, like, told all the cabinetry out. Is there a canister in here? Took the bed, too. Wow, they're brutal. They gave 0 fucks.
Another dead end.
No canister. I bet it'd like be something in those. I don't know. At this point, I'm like, I mean, oh shit, yeah, damn. I'm afraid I'm missing something lore-wise. This is just open.
Someone's removed the keypad.
No comment. All right, sure.
Another way up.
Yeah, well, let's look around first. Uh-huh.
All right.
I it would be my chance to connect with others who care about you. Now, I'm not sure anyone takes these wishes seriously anymore. So, that's my wish. Help me find someone. Someone who loves you as much as I do.
Huh, that's interesting.
She sounded lonely.
Indeed.
Figure this was left here as a token, or an offering?
Alright, so this is the top. So we gotta go up. Yeah, it's weird how these apartments were put together. I mean, I assume if I had access to the other doors.
I got one. We can name him Pal Jr.
I was thinking something that sums up what he does.
I can do many things. Pretty much anything you require.
So you're a jack of all trades.
So we could call you Jack.
What do you think of that, Jack?
Jack
I
ass.
will answer to Jack then, if you like.
Hello, jackass.
This is level 3, Addie.
Okay.
Let's look for evidence of Everett.
Some down here. So if I did the beam thing, it would have taken me right there and brought me up somewhere? Oh no, quite where. Alright, let's just do these in order. Trying to find a good stopping point.
What's the code?
Not gonna lie.
Of course.
I am able to enter the codes directly if you would like.
Let her do it on her own, if she wants.
The game's like, you've done it enough
Any way of
times.
knowing if this was Everett's room?
The records only give the level. We'll just have to look around.
Oh, yeah, this one's a little different.
Let's try this one.
Hello, Grace. I've thought much about what I'd say when I got here. I know it's important for my parents that I make my wish count. So, I guess, I wish for them to be proud of me. Thank you, Grace.
Aw. Oh, there's another one.
Hey, Grace. I really don't know why you would choose me. I guess no one really knows why they're called to the Spire, but I'm greatly honored. At my age, I thought
That's all I can recover from this one.
It sounds like Grace chose who came here.
That explains why Grace arranged all the flights to and from the Spire. She was in control of it all.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy. So, was she trying to control humanity, or... It's a little fuzzy on that detail. What's up here? Go up here and go back down. What is even... down there?
Here you go. Try again.
Jack, you
can do
open
this
it.
one.
Of course.
I just want to see what happens if Jack did it. I am so tired. I knew I was going to get one wrong eventually. He doesn't know how to play Simon Says. He sucks. Awful. Just a cheat. Ooh.
Looks like Olympia Mon colors. I guess the team's old enough.
Turn my light on, I guess.
This is Mark Anthony Wong, and I was called to Grace from our station Phoenix. Not sure if anyone will hear this, but the whole tube system is shut down right now. People are not happy, and I'm getting a little scared, to be honest. I'll be locking myself in until the shuttle returns,
See,
and I'm leaving this in case something really bad happens.
That's a little ominous.
And it concerns me because, like, what this is showing me is, like, everybody was growing dependent on Grace's answering their every wish and command, and pretty much lost the ability to think for themselves. So when shit went awry, they did not have a clue of what to do, and that's kind of... I've seen religion, I say religion because I really don't want to get into that on there on this channel, but I've seen stories like that. I shall just say, I think this is the best way to explain it. You know what I mean. And I could be totally wrong, but that's the vibe I'm getting.
My wish? Oh, I'll tell you my wish. 10 years ago, we're on Venus at the Big Dome. Huge crowd. Olympia Mons favored 4-1, loses 5-1. 6 years ago, on Earth against South Union, loses 2-1. 2 years ago, South Union again, this time up north. I took the boys 3 months round trip. They go 90 minutes, no score. Extra time, no score. South Union takes it again in penalties. You want my wish, Gracie? The next World Cup is on Mars. I wish that Olympia faces South Union again and destroys them, like Space Me Out the Airlock humiliated. That would be a game. That's my wish. So how do I end this recording?
Olympia's still a crap team.
Perhaps Grace was rendered inactive by football hooligans.
Grace likely fostered sports as an alternative outlet for uncontrolled aggression. Of course people would come to her to share their passions.
Yeah, suppose. Alright, do I want to go up or down? I think we'll go... We'll go down. Then go back up over here.
Here you go.
That
There we
one.
go.
Yay, I did that one. Wow.
Only Grace.
Are we allowed to draw on the windows here?
Certainly not. The people who did this were looking for trouble.
There, hooligans. That one's crossed out. This one has a numero.
They were tracking something here.
This has a...
Terracycles, maybe?
They'd lost sync with Earth?
Or the Spire lost power.
Hold on, totally unprofessional here. I am not looking at my phone, I swear. Wow.
I don't recognize these words. They look like technical or medical terms. A list of supplies, maybe.
Or a list of demands.
There, oh, there is right here. Wait, what the hell?
Hey, the tube system is no longer accepting wishes. If anyone knows how to reach Keeper Everett, please let him know.
Keeper Everett.
It sounds like keepers were Spire caretakers.
When did Everett stay on this floor?
2955.
That's 20 years before this message was recorded.
So he stayed on after his visit and became a keeper? Why was there no record of that?
I would think answers lie at the other end of these vacuum tubes.
From what I can tell, the tube system runs through the central elevator shaft.
Logic? You gonna let us in, considering we know Everett was a keeper?
But do you know what a keeper is?
Nah,
Need access to the elevator to learn more.
but I really...
a
Maybe I
classic
should have came here
paradox.
last.
Logic.
Fine. If you're done snooping around, I will grant you access to the elevator.
Or you could uncover more canisters. and
Alright.
learn more about the people who came here.
I am
Reaching the
actually
beacon is the priority. You must move on.
Listen. I've overstayed my welcome as it is. I'm gonna finish these
Here you
rooms.
go.
Can you get this?
Here you are.
I knew I was gonna forget that one. I want to know more lore.
Logic will open the way to the beacon. You
Shut
must
up.
go to the elevator.
Hold your horses.
Doubt you'll ever get this message, Grace. We've been waiting weeks now with... I hope Keeper Everett is okay. I've been told his sermons are wonderful. And I
Dude,
hope
that would have told me he
you'll
was a
deliver the
keeper
word of
too.
Grace again soon. Make things work. I'd like you to know that we still love you and think about you. Great comfort to our family over the years. We've all made them for us. With your wisdom, you are missed.
So Grace would receive wishes and then leave people with instruction in the form of sermons. Could that really be all there was to it?
Ideas are powerful. Perhaps just returning with a more enlightened perspective was enough to move society toward common goals.
Highly unlikely. Grace must have had some control over planetary infrastructure, if she was to have had the influence you suspect.
Why do you insist on defying
Shut up.
me?
I'm just doing my job.
Here, Grace. Najisha, she was so excited when I got the summons. We talked about this for months. Who we could help. Who was most deserving. She honestly believed we could come up with a wish that could make everything perfect. Thank you for choosing me. And thank you for letting me delay coming here. I want to be true to her memory, her wishes, her unlimited love for humanity. But my only wish, the only thought I have, is to have her back.
I can't move while these are playing, by the way.
There couldn't have actually been anything Grace could have done for her.
Now I can.
Grace allowed her to voice her grief.
Alright, I think there is one more room, and then we'll move on. Yeah, this one.
Here you go.
Anything more than 4, I seem to forget.
Hey, what happened to the lights?
I believe Control has turned them off, Addie.
Not cool, boss.
He's bad.
Control? Unbelievable.
See, they ripped out all their crap too, and
Look how
totally
beat
knocked
up
them.
this is.
It must have been done in anger.
I believe fear also played a part here.
Yeah, okay, sorry, let's do this one. Anger, fear, confusion.
So I've been thinking a lot, and I feel like, there's been peace for like centuries now, right? But I watch the old Halos, and there's wars and bad guys and pirates and people who need saving, and it's exciting, right? And of course, it's awful, people dying. But I feel like there's no way to prove yourself. Nothing to fix or protect. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it does.
I just want something, anything at all, to happen. I guess that's what I wish for. Not like a war or anything, just something.
So this guy was just bored?
Like me.
I think this was the last room.
It is.
Finally.
Listen, let me listen to this, and then we can move on. Trust me, I'm ready for bed too. Not that I'm not thoroughly enjoying myself.
I've been instructed by Grace to make a wish. Not something big and altruistic, not for someone else, but for me. A real, honest wish, my heart's true desire. Honestly, this long flight to the middle of nowhere, months without my family, missing the harvest with a per diem that barely covers expenses, for what? Some mystical song and dance that makes us feel like we're somehow part of this robot theocracy. This whole thing, the temple, the hushed tones, the awe that people seem to show this place is ridiculous. My honest wish is to be left alone long enough to actually make some headway on the farm and pull in a decent crop.
Old school.
Doesn't sound like everyone was happy to come here.
For Grace to understand what made people unhappy was just as important as knowing what made them content.
Yeah, I still don't think she was necessary. Again, this is my opinion. And now we can finally go through this door. Hey!
You're looking pretty smug.
What's the pattern?
Yeah, you gotta tell me now.
Another easy one. Light the four corners of the pad. You really didn't need my help for this one. It would be a common pattern when guessing symbols.
I have to give you something to do, right?
All right.
Look at all the vacuum tubes. Must be one in every room in the settlement. Keepers must have been busy.
It's
I
what
agree.
Grace does with the wishes that should interest us.
Call the elevator. Oh, that's a nice. Whoa. It's a huge elevator. Look at this. There's people that can sit back there. Ooh, this is fun. Yay, save.
Did you like my little game?
You mean the game where you refused to help us?
I provided you with the opportunity to prove yourself. Is that not why you're here?
I'm an archaeologist. I'm here to do my job.
I don't think Addie enjoys having obstacles placed in the way of her goals.
We
Not
have
really.
arrived at our destination.
And with that, that will do it for us. I am having a blast with this. I think we're about maybe halfway through the game, a little bit more, so we should be able to wrap it up. Like I said, from what I understand, it's only about a 2.5, 3 hour game, depending on how fast you progress through it. I do have my other opinions that I will save for the end of the playthrough. That's my idea for all playthroughs. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. I'll probably be back with this one to wrap it up in a couple of days or so, hopefully by next week, by the time you're watching this. If you're watching this way in the future, you can just go ahead and watch the next video. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of the playthrough so far. Like I said, just try to keep the certain comments, and you gotta guess what I'm going with this. Try not to get too far opinionated as far as that goes, because I don't want to see that. I just want to see mostly comments about what you think about the gameplay and stuff like that, if you could, for reasons I'm sure you guys can understand. But yeah, like I said, let me know what you think so far, and until the next one, I will see you.